You're watching my Barrio, my Mundo, and welcome to Pamplona, specifically to the Cathedral of Santa Maria la Real, the heart and soul of the city. Here, every stone tells a story, from medieval kings to modern pilgrims. Construction began in the 12th century and continued for nearly 400 years. So what we see today is a glorious mix of Gothic spirit and neoclassical style. Let's begin our visit. Now, as we head inside, take a deep breath and look up. The stunning neoclassical facade might surprise you. It's the work of the 18th century architect Ventura Rodriguez, who thought, why not give this Gothic beauty a little makeover? But inside, it's all soaring arches and quiet grandeur. And right beneath our feet, yes, right here, lies the royal tomb of King Carl III of Navarra and Queen Eleanor. We're visiting them later. Let's take a moment to admire the choir stalls carved from walnut wood in the 15th century. Each seat has its own tiny scene, saints, animals, even playful faces. Above, the grand pipe organ commands attention. With over 3,000 pipes, it can fill the cathedral with breathtaking sound. During major festivals, the music here still resonates through the old city walls. Here's a fun fact. For centuries, the cathedral's clock tower sets the official time for Pamplona, including the start of the famous serene festivities and the running of the bulls. Beneath the main altar lies the royal tomb of King Carl III of Navarra and his wife Queen Eleanor. Their alabaster effigies are so finely carved that the folds in their robes seem soft even after 6 centuries. King Carl was known as the Noble, a ruler beloved for bringing peace and prosperity to Navarra. It is said that during his reign, the cathedral became not just a place of worship, but the very heart of the kingdom. And we are at the cloister. It is considered one of the most elegant in all of Spain, a masterpiece of 14th century Gothic architecture. Notice the delicate tracery on the arches. Every leaf and vine is carved by hand. Look closely at the sculpted scenes. They tell biblical stories, but also little glimpses of daily medieval life. You might even spot a monk, a farmer, or a mischievous creature tucked in the corners. Here's a bit of trivia. Napoleon's troops once occupied the cathedral and used the cloister as a military storage room. Luckily, much of the original stonework survived their stay. Before moving back into the main church, let's explore the refectory. It's just off the cloister. Let's take a moment to explore it, the old dining hall of the cathedral canons. It's built in the 14th century. It was more than a dining space, it was a sacred part of community life. Here, the canons of Pamplona gathered daily to share simple meals, eaten in silence, while one member read aloud from scripture or from the lives of the saints. Even their dining was an act of prayer. Look up at the stone ribbed ceiling, elegant, sturdy, and acoustically perfect. The Gothic arches draw your eye upward, reminding diners to keep their thoughts on higher things. The same experience we have today. Along the walls, we may notice traces of painted decoration, once bright with color, now softly faded by time. Imagine the flicker of candlelight playing across those surfaces, and the sound of the reader's voice echoing through the hall. And we are now at the patio. This peaceful square of stone and greenery is far more than a simple entrance. It's the threshold between the bustling city and the world of the cathedral. For centuries, this space has been a gathering point for pilgrims, parishioners, and visitors arriving along the Camino de Santiago. I ventured up the bell tower. Unfortunately, the access to the room where the bells are is closed. I was on the stairs when it began to ring. I think that has been fortunate that I wasn't in the room with the bell. So, whether we came for the faith, the art, or just a great story, Pamplona's cathedral delivers it all. Don't forget to take one last look at those towers before we go. They've watched over the city for more than 600 years, and they're still standing proud. Thank you for joining this tour. Until next time, Viva Pamplona, and this has been my Barrio, my Mundo, where places are best.